And it's here, the iPhone 12 mini in blue. This is the iPhone I was most excited about since Apple's announcement of all of the iPhones 12. It's a flagship iPhone in a very compact form factor, and I'm super excited to see how it feels in my hands. So let's get this thing unboxed. Hey, I'm Jerry, and the iPhone 12 Pro is amazing. Everything about it is fantastic. It's fast, it's got a beautiful display, it's got a brand new industrial design. It feels good in the hand. But is it a little too big? And that's the question I've had since I got my iPhone 12 Pro. Is it just a tad too big for my regular everyday use? Luckily, we now have the iPhone 12 mini to open up and see if it feels even better than the iPhone 12 Pro. So let's get this guy open. And there it is. And we've seen these colors over the last couple of weeks in plenty of videos, but to see it in person is different. And just like the Pacific Blue on the iPhone 12 Pro, this blue color really catches your eye. They're very different colors of blue, yet I can't say if I like one over the other. I think they're both really nice looking. Of course, we have the frosted glass over here and the fingerprinty glass over here. And we all know that there's nothing else inside the box except the phone, a lightning cable, and some stickers and whatever else. So that's pretty quick, easy unboxing. Let's get this guy off of there. And very first impression is that this thing feels good. It feels like a novelty, I guess. It feels like it shouldn't be as powerful as this. And of course, I'll have to spend some time with it and really see how it works and feels over a couple of days, especially the battery life. There's reports of the battery life not being good at all, but I want to be able to put it through my use cases and see how it lasts throughout the day. And I'm stuck at home anyway with COVID, so maybe it's not a big deal. Just comparing the two side by side in my hands, this one feels like it's not going anywhere, like I have a grip on it. There's no way that this thing's just gonna slip out of my hand. This guy feels a little wide in my hand because I don't have the biggest hands. And even with the flat edges, I feel like there's still potential for it to go somewhere, even though it feels much more grippy and much more comfortable to hold than, say, the iPhone 11 Pro. As opposed to the Pro, we get 2 cameras on the back instead of 3, so we do not have that telephoto lens like the Pro has. We're not getting a couple other things like some additional memory and the HDR 60 frames per second video recording. But in my limited use with the iPhone 12 Pro, it's not something that I think a lot of people are going to be using because not a lot of other people can actually watch that content. So that may not be a deal breaker for most people, and it's probably not going to be a big deal for me to not have that extra video recording capability. Other than that, they get the same 5G upgrade, they get the same A14 processor. So what are you really missing? Now, of course, you're missing screen size. The Pro has a 6.1 inch screen, whereas this has a 5.4 inch screen. But if you're coming from something that looks like this, it's got a 4.6 inch screen or 4.7 inch screen. So it's even a bigger screen than this. If you look at them side by side, physically, this iPhone 12 mini is smaller than the iPhone 6, 7, and 8. And the SE2, of course, which I don't have because I gave it away. So if you're coming from a phone that looks like this, it's going to feel really nice getting an actually slightly smaller physical device, but a much larger display. And still, because of those rounded edges on this style of phone, it feels much more slippery than this guy does. It feels like the flat edges just have more gripability for your fingers to hold on to. So that's really it. That's what this video is about. It's just unboxing, very first impressions. First impression is it feels nice, it looks nice. I can't wait to spend more time with it all weekend and get back to you. Also, I have some cases coming in for this phone that I want to try out and see how they go. So definitely hit subscribe if you want to see some information about clear cases for the iPhone 12 mini. So hit thumbs up if you liked it, hit the subscribe button if you want, and I'll see you next time.